What's up, everyone? This is Ben Black Ops for GameGuideCentral.com. We're playing some LA Noire, and we're doing the 13 newspaper locations in the game. Of course, you can get 13 different newspapers just by playing through the game. These are found in the different cases. The first one we need to find is on the pretty much the first case in Upon Reflection in the Desk Patrol. This is the first time we do anything really significant in this game, and that's when we just walk down this alleyway where we're trying to find the first murder scene, the first time we're actually even moving in this game. And it's right over here to the right on a bunch of crates. It's just sitting right here. And like I said earlier, you can find all these 13 just by playing the game. And if you missed them the first time through, I'm letting you know which cases they are and what desk and everything. And you can just go back to the beginning of the game, and instead of clicking resume, you can just go to cases, pick which one you want to pick, and then you can just get the newspapers easily through there. Shouldn't take you too long. They are not too difficult to find. They're kind of out in the open. A couple of them are a little bit hidden though. Here's the first one right here. It took me a little while because I didn't even know how to play the game yet. I picked up the bottle first and examined that. But that is the first one, and the next one is in the driver's seat, which is in the traffic desk. This one is on top of the dining room in the Black's house, and that's where the lady is. We're going to talk to her about her husband. Sitting right on top of the dining room right here, that's newspaper number 2. And of course, I'm not going to put the video for all these because it's a lot of time, but watch all these. They're very interesting, the story that you get involved in. Marriage Made in Heaven, newspaper number 3. Again, this is on the traffic desk. This one is right inside of the bar where you go to talk to this dude right here, sitting on top of it. This bar is well, I guess it's a cafe. It's in Ray's Cafe. Just sitting right on the desk there, right in front of him. The main area where you go to for that last one. The Fallen Idol is newspaper number 4. This one is also in Traffic Desk. This one can be found in the alleyway at the silver screen props, where you find the little pervert who's like video cameraing girls behind the wall and whatever. Over right here, on top of this little area where there's a bunch of paint and stuff like that, next to where you find the weird shrunken head too. That's where this newspaper is. That's newspaper number 4. So on to newspaper number 5, which is in the homicide desk, and this one is on the red lipstick murder case. So you just pretty much have to go inside of the Henry residence house, which is the building where we bust in the door right here. And after he opens up the door from us, from coming through the back area, it's just sitting right on the floor. Family burnt to death. Right there on the floor, not difficult to miss. It's right there in the open, and that's newspaper number 5. Newspaper number 6 is the White Shoe Slaying. This is also in the homicide desk. There are only 2 in the homicide desk, so this is the last newspaper in the homicide desk. And this is right at the hobo camp when you go in here after you take out all the guys that are trying to kill you, all the hobos. Right there on top of the crate, there is the 6th newspaper. Again, not difficult to find. It's in a room where you have to go anyway, so it's just right out in the open, easy for you to find. Number 7 is in the desk of Vice. This is the first one for Vice, the first one that has a newspaper, the Black Caesar. So newspaper number 7 is in the warehouse, in Ramez Removals warehouse. Right over here on the desk, easy to find in the middle of the room. Sitting right on top of the table, that's newspaper number 7. And on to newspaper number 8, which is also in the Vice desk. And this was in the setup, very beginning of this mission, of this case. After the one guy pretty much was supposed to lay down and let himself get knocked out. He, right inside of the room where you're trying to find him and trying to find clues. The first place where you can walk around is just sitting here right on top of the bench, right next to the lockers. And that is newspaper number 8. The next one, newspaper number 9, is in Manifest Destiny. This is the last case in Vice, the desk Vice. This one is right after you do the shootout in the alleyway, right next to the 2 dead bodies. In between the 2 is sitting this newspaper right on the floor. This is just right in the alleyway where there's 2 guys. You chase them down, and they run down the alleyway. You take them out with your gun, and then they're just sitting there on the ground. And that's where the newspaper is. Number 10 is the first case in arson, A Walk in Elysian Fields. Actually, it's not the first case in arson. The first case in arson where you have the newspapers. A Walk in Elysian Fields, right next to the burned down house where you have the pretty creepy family that are just sitting there burned all together in a weird position. Kind of creepy, and especially because I was in Italy, and that was very much what it looked like in Pompeii. Anyway, newspaper number 10, sitting right there on the ground outside, underneath the billboard outside of the house. Newspaper number 11 is in a polite invitation, again in the arson desk. This one is easy to find because it's right in the room after we shoot Leland Monroe in the leg, and he's sitting there like a little pussy that he is, just crying his head off. Right there behind him on his desk, on the back desk, is the 11th newspaper, Suburban Redevelopment Fund. And that's where the 11th is, and the last two are in a different kind of war. They're both of these last two newspapers, newspaper number 12 and 13, are in the same desk, the same case in arson, in a different kind of war. First one is in Rapid Exterminators, just sitting right on the desk in front of this guy after you ask him if he knows where the cowboy character is. So that's where this guy is, right out in the open on the desk. Very easy to find. Most of these newspapers are very easy to find. And the final one is in newspaper 13, which is inside of Dr. Fontaine's office after he knocks out Elsa and gets killed by the cowboy character. I won't spoil anything else besides what I just spoiled by telling you about Elsa. Right on his desk, right next to him, where he's knocked out, where he's dead on the ground, is newspaper number 13, A Face of Progress. That is the final newspaper. And after you read the story, I put it back down. You do not get any achievement for this, sadly. It's kind of dumb that you don't get an achievement for all 13 of the newspapers. But it is part of beating the game 100%. So if you're trying to beat the game 100%, hopefully this helped you. And that's where all 13 of them are. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been Bam Black Ops. I hope you enjoyed it. Please visit GameGuideCentral.com for more LA Noire. We have a ridiculous amount of LA Noire video content and text content all over the site. So check out the site, GameGuideCentral.com. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.